Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with A.K.A.
Stay frosty.
Welcome to the Friday night live stream, everybody. It's A.K.A, creator, producer, and host of Peep This Out Reviews here on YouTube. What is going on with everybody, guys? Friday is here, February 24th, and it is a crazy situation currently right now here in Pasadena. I'll get to that in just a second. Robert Giles, real quick, I do not have a Discord server. I do not, no. Let's see here, jumping in here. Bus, jumping in with a super chat donation, one of the first ones in there already. Guys, give me the thumbs up. Let me know you can hear me okay and see me okay, because my head is completely congested, so everything is sounding very far away right now. Happy soggy Friday night in Southern Cali. A little under the weather, but just had to stop by to say hello to everyone. Have a great chat. I'll see you on the replay. Bus, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chat donation. As always, you should be popping up here in just a second or two once everything activates, and of course down below. Great to see all of you guys here. And it is a very, very wet situation here in Southern Cali with snow and stuff that we couldn't believe is happening here. It's pretty wild here right now. John Hendren, thank you so much for the super chat donation. Rise and grind, everybody. Let's get this money. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for jumping on, John. I appreciate that greatly. It is great to be on here with you guys tonight. Came this close to not really being here tonight because I got hit with a very nasty cold. I want to say last Monday is when it kind of started to rear its ugly head, and I've been paying for it all week. So it's been a very, very rough few days. Today is probably one of the worst ones, to be honest. So I'm a little loopy right now because I've taken some medicine. But I wanted to jump on here and say hello and see you guys naturally there. John Hendren jumping in. Looks like everything is activated, but Bus, of course, you are down there as well as John Hendren. And again, I greatly appreciate the love and support for the channel. I'm going to try and go as far as I can tonight. I'm going to try and make it past the half-hour mark if I can. We'll see how this goes. I've got some hot water here to keep me going. And of course, I've got one review that I'm going to do for you, and I'm actually going to do something that some of you guys asked me about. I think it was last Friday. I think we talked about this on the stream. So I'll be able to do that for you tonight. I think it should be a lot of fun with a few things. And then we'll get it going and see how this stream goes. But again, I hope this stream finds you well. We're being pounded in Southern California here right now with torrential downpour rain. It's extremely cold. There's snow in the higher elevations in certain areas, a little bit not too far from here, believe it or not. The Hollywood sign got snowed on, which is kind of crazy. This is the first time we've had actually a flash flood blizzard alert since 1989. So it is definitely going down tonight here in the chat. On top of being outside. So fortunately, we've got a very packed house here, it looks like currently. Let me shoot up to the very top as we're getting started here. And let me see who we've got here. Erna, 785. Thanks so much for jumping on. 5 purple cups. What it do? What it do? Funky Fresh is in the house. Yo, yo, yo. Wade Bowers, in effect. Nestor Gates, great to see you as well. Let's see here. Misty Lee, thanks so much for jumping on. TJ the God, of course. Drew's Food Reviews. Sounds like you're staying frosty. I'm staying as toasty as I can right now, Drew. As toasty as I can. Pandora Flakes. Bummed I missed the last couple of streams, but you're here tonight. That is all that's important. Of course, you guys always have these replays available to you. I think what I'm going to end up doing, just by thinking about this out loud right now, is putting this stream out on Sunday. To give myself another day here to kind of chill, because I need it badly right now. So look for this replay at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sunday. And then we're back on a regular schedule. I'll get back to editing my stuff, and we'll be back on where we should be. But it is great to be on here with you guys. Who else do we have? Lesser, what's going on? Great to see you as well. Emmanuel Pinerio, thanks so much for jumping on. Hello, hello. Zach Belcher, let's get it. Hope you feel better. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You know, I did a test actually a couple of days ago. I was hoping it wasn't going to be something else, and it wasn't, thankfully. So it's really just a really, really bad cold. So like I said, I'm on some cough medicine stuff right now, decongestants, and I'm kind of looped. It feels a little weird just by looking at my lights right now. I feel a little off, but it's all good. I think I'm going to get into something that hopefully I'm going to be able to taste. Naturally, my taste seems to be okay, so I can't wait to do this little quickie review for you here in just a few moments. We'll get into that pretty quick here, because I'm going to try and get to the 8:30 plus mark and see how we go. Gross Dude, intro music is one of my favorite songs. Thank you. I'm glad you're digging it. And yes, Erna, Wang Chung Tonight is definitely, that's the name of the band. Good stuff there as well. And Russ, best hour of the week coming up. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm going to try and stretch it as much as I can for you. But thank you so much. I appreciate the love and support, guys. I really do. And speaking of the love and support, let's just segue right into it. Since we've already got John Hendren and Bus7332 on the board already, should you guys wish to become channel sponsors or stream sponsors, you'll find all the details down below in the description box, of course, or the first pinned comment if you're watching this on the replay. All the details will be found there as well, too. Just keep in mind, any super chatting that you do here in the chat, YouTube does take a bit from you to do that there. So naturally, PayPal is in the upper right-hand corner of your display if you're on desktop, and you'll find the links to those things if you're watching it on mobile as well down below as well. But of course, you guys will be listed below, and as you're watching this on the replay down below, you'll be able to find the channel chapter headings of all the stuff that we've got here, in addition to being a channel stream sponsor, which Gross Dude is jumping in. Thank you so much for your super chat donation, $2 there. Thank you. You'll be able to find channel chapters, or I should say, for the streams. If you want to jump right to the review that you're going to see tonight, you'll find that detail down below as well, just to give you a little bit of something. But aside from that, thank you to everyone, one and all. Welcome to the stream. It's been a very, very fun week. Naturally, some really good stuff, naturally, content-wise, and a lot of good stuff that's coming out, a lot of stuff that's actually in the process of coming out that you'll be seeing here on the channel. And it's been a very, very busy week in general, aside from me just trying to keep it together while I'm doing it all for you. It's great to be here with you right now. Young says, I am drunk. That's how I kind of feel on cough medicine right now, I got to tell you. Let's see. Randy Molina's in the house. Robert Giles again. No Discord server. I don't have anything like that set up, but I like interacting directly with you here on these chats as well. It's always a blast to do. Spice Squad, I already know what it is. Subtegral is in the house as well. Russ Meyer heating up some chili mac and cheese for Luma. Nice. Very cool. That's definitely some comfort food on a very wild and wet, rainy day that we have. Wherever you may be, hopefully it's a little bit drier than it is here. Nestor, the music always gives me the zoomies. I love that track, actually. It's always very very uplifting. And I like EDM music. I like electronic music. I like stuff like that. So let's see. As I'm shooting on down over here, Armando Baron Gaming, thanks so much for jumping on. We got John Mooney in the house. Martin Luke Alvin as well, one of my patrons. Thank you so much for your monthly support as well there, Martin. I appreciate that greatly. Of course, Scott Messerschmidt is in the house. Look at, we got a full house here. Misty Smith is in the house as well. It is getting crazy right now. Gross Dude, again, I love that one up. I love the sticker right there, which, by the way, I'm still working on those channel membership things. I want to try to unveil something very soon for you guys. Some incentives to really kind of do that. There's some different stickers and different things that I'm trying to design. So more on that as we go. Enoel, mi familia, my sister's in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome always. Let's see here. Funky Fresh in the Heezy. It's too much. Freddie Foodie King, what's going on? Hopefully everything is good in your neck of the woods on the other side of the country, Freddie in Florida. Hopefully you're doing okay over there. Scott, sorry I missed February 17th, hailing from February 14th, new pacemaker install. God bless you. God bless you. Let's put some prayer hands up in the chat over here for Scott, for sure. Let's put that positivity out there as well. I'm going to give it to you visually here on screen for you there, my friend Scott. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm glad everything is tuned up for you as well. So definitely do what you got to do. I know the moms had one of those that was put in a while back, and I know that's something that you have to kind of watch as well. So I understand the healing process of that. But shout outs to Scott Messerschmidt to get well even better and stronger. Like, we have the technology, we can rebuild him, the whole bionic man type of thing, you know. Tony Show, get well soon. I appreciate that. I am trying to. I think I'm right at the very top of where it can't get any worse than this, knock on wood, at this point. But I still have my taste, and that's the important thing. So if I'm doing my reviews, which I've been, I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the accurate goods naturally and grading accordingly as well. Which, guys, you're probably noticing the new format that's been rolling out. You'll be able to see the new Cheaters Cam format as well as my drive-through stuff soon as well too. There's actually a lot of been refreshing going on, so it hasn't been unveiled to you just yet, but it is well underway. And I hope you guys definitely enjoy it for sure. Young, my wife left me last week. Oh, Young, I apologize to hear. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully we can distract you for a little bit tonight so you don't think about that as well. But thank you for being here. I appreciate you, and I'm glad I can give you some content to zone out to for just a little while. Larry Nguyen was at Walmart in Rosemead. I was there not too long ago, and they've got the new Peep Pepsi. Cool, but it all sold out, of course. I can't seem to find that anywhere where I go, so it's I don't know what's going to be with that just yet. We'll have to see. CeeLo Bong, what it do? What it do? Great to see you, my friend. Thanks so much for jumping on. Nestor Gates, Theraflu, day or night? No, it's Dayquil actually, or just like the CVS branded version of it. I'm trying to keep myself up. If I take the NyQuil, that's going to knock me out. So I keep the Dayquil version. Scott, they replaced my old pacemaker with new technology, no more RF and using Bluetooth. Very nice, very nice. Stepping into the more of the modern side there. That's awesome, Scott. But it's still a process for your body. So without a doubt, rest up and take it easy for sure. All right, I appreciate everybody here with all the prayer hands and everything too there for Scott. You guys are amazing. Like I always say, we have one of the most positive groups of people here in the chat by far. And I really do enjoy it when you guys are all here. It's definitely a blast to do. You can really feel that camaraderie and the friendship, the brotherhood, the sisterhood, all this stuff that's familia. You already know what it is. Spice Squad, thank God you still have your food taster. Yes, I know, considering my nose is completely stuffed, yet I'm runny at the same time. Go figure. It's one of those things. But fortunately, no fever, which is good. So, Ed Keaton, good evening, Ian, everyone. What's going on? I'm feeling a bit sad this week. My old friend from high school died a few days ago. Oh man, Ed, I apologize for that. I apologize. There's a lot of bad stuff that's going on with you guys this past week. Hopefully, like I always say, there are more brighter days than darker days, and we all have them, you know, naturally. But of course, things from the past and things that as you're getting older and you're seeing a lot more like that, it's rough. I completely get that, Ed, for sure. But thank you for being here, and hopefully we can help you zone out as well as with Young there, so we can kind of do what we need to do. Robert Guile, new cheaters cam? You will see. You will see, definitely. All right, so let's see. Yes, Grace, you already know, or as I say, you know. Wow, that sounds so far away to say that. Tonight's review from Spice Squad is saying the announcement. It's a Dayquil burger from Burger King. You know what? I thought Drew was clairvoyant, but I think you've got it where it counts there, my friend. You've got it where it counts. That is too funny. That is too funny. I got to tell you, I'm sick of drinking hot water and tea. I got to tell you, it's just not a good situation. Silabong, what happened to the Arby's reviews? You know what? I don't have a location that is super close to me anymore, and even relatively close. I had to make a real long pilgrimage to do the burger version when they first launched those there. It was way out of the way. It was almost like going to Irvine from Pasadena. And if you guys know, it's literally like 45 minutes to an hour. So unless it's something that really strikes my eye and I really want to give it a go, like I said, a burger at Arby's is unprecedented. Anything else that they do otherwise is more or less kind of similar to what they already have. So it really has to really kind of entice me to go there. I think that new steak and garlic thing that they have there it looks really, really good. But considering the way things have been going with my schedule, that's the main reason why Arby's seems to have fallen away. And I really, really hate that because I love checking out Arby's naturally. The location by me was replaced with Jollibee. So Jollibee doesn't have too many super new things either. It's their main menu, of course, but hopefully we'll get back to that. But I'm not against the idea of making the pilgrimage out to Arby's. It just has to be something that I think is really, really worth it to do. I may have to maybe stay over at my sister's pad for maybe a while and then come back after that, considering the drive back and forth from where it is. So we'll see. We'll have to see. But great to see you guys on here. Nestor Gates, yes, I've tried the KFC wraps. Just in case if you guys are curious to know if I've reviewed something that's out right now, just put whatever you may be looking for in the search field on YouTube and then put PEEP after it and see what comes up. 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to see something. I have a feeling there. Funky Fresh jumping into here with the super chat donation from your brother from another mother. There you go. For the 1-2. The 1-2 for the 1-2. Mr. Funky Fresh himself. Yeah, he is definitely a cool cat for sure. Again, I appreciate that, Funky Fresh. Of course, you are down below in the house. You already know what it is. Noel, how can I donate? We're having trouble. Super chat donating. You should see a little $sign on the very bottom of your, I want to say, of your chat window that's there as well. But of course, the PayPal link is down below in the description of the video. If you want to drop it down there, or the first pinned comment, you'll find that there as well. All those details are in there. So guys, let me jump into the review before my voice begins to go, because I already feel it getting a little tight, and I've got my stuff that's here. But we're gonna get into this review here real quick, and I can't wait to give this a go because I finally found something with the help of Mi Familia, which is my sister. Which, by the way, shout outs to you, sis. I appreciate you. Let's see, Minley, can you do a Jollibee a long time because you haven't done your Jollibee review? I've actually done a lot of the major stuff already over there, man. Take a look at the playlist on the channel. Let me know what I'm missing that you think you may want to check out there. I've done like the sandwiches. I think I did one of the burgers, as well as the chicken, obviously, that's there. But take a look. Let me know what you guys think of that. And let's jump into this here right now. So without further ado, let's see, Michael Domayer. Mike, what's going on? Thanks so much for jumping on here. My first job was at Arby's back in the late 90s. Well, there you go. I mean, things have definitely changed for sure. But definitely they have some really, really tasty stuff, as you already know. And again, one more time, shout out to Funky Fresh, one of the first super chatters of the evening, actually. I should say that's actually his very first super chat on there as well. Funky Fresh, let's keep that train rolling, so to speak. I love you, man. I appreciate you. But thanks so much for your love and support of the channel. It really means a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. So let's get this going here. Kevlar, Peeps Sis is the real GOAT. I agree. I definitely agree. Not that I'm biased. Okay, maybe a little bit. Guys, I've been very excited to give this one a shot, and thankfully, thanks to my sister, I've got the zero sugar version of it, guys. I'm finally going to be trying, and I know it's blown out the Dr. Pepper sign over there, but strawberries and cream, zero sugar. Very excited. This thing is super cold. I've had this actually sitting on top of a little ice pack here, and it's very, very cold. Noel, sister from another mister, supporting my favorite Peep. Sister, I love you. Thank you so much. But we're going to give this one a go. I am very excited to give this one a shot. Naturally, I've got a glass to pour into because I want to see if there's a little bit of a color change on this. I can't wait to see what other people think of this because I've been avoiding everything. Naturally, when I know I'm going to do something, I try and completely avoid it until I actually do it, naturally, for obvious reasons. But it's a very cool can. Strawberries and cream, zero sugar. This thing is nice and frosty. Probably not the best thing for me to be drinking right now, but I'm making a small exception. So Mama Peeps, if you're watching this, I know you're probably going to be watching this on the replay. I'll tell you ahead of time. I will make sure this goes. Shout out to Noel, jumping in with that super chat donation in there as well, too. Of course, you are down below right there with Funky Fresh. You guys are crazy. All right, strawberries and cream. Let's give this a shot. I'm expecting light flavor of what they're advertising and then like, Dr. Pepper on the back end. But let's just see how this goes because that's usually what these flavors go like here. But it's a combination of a creamy type of Dr. Pepper with strawberry, and I'm trying to focus that just a little bit. It's not going to go, but all right. Let's give this a shot. The strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper, zero sugar. Let's peep this out. Ooh. It was almost kind of creamy going down there as I was kind of just drinking it right away. Ooh. The strawberry is pretty nice on that. It's got a like a frothy type of strawberry flavor. And I guess that's where the creaminess kind of comes in. And then the Dr. Pepper is actually on the back end. So that's actually not bad. Hang on. Ooh. And it's zero sugar. Wow, the strawberry is pretty authentic tasting on this. It's got more of a sweeter vibe because zero sugar tends to be. But man, that's actually pretty nice. Hang on. Oh yeah, that is really nice. That is really nice. Let's go for a little, see if there's any color change. And I don't see it. I don't see it. Looks like a standard cola. Standard cola here, but wow. Hang on. It's a little different having it from the glass naturally, but it's frothy. It has like a creamy type of strawberry vibe. And then as soon as you pull the can or the cup away from you, you get a stronger vibe of the strawberry. And then the Dr. Pepper comes in right there. But it's a nice, subtle flavor, but it's even. It's even across the board. It's actually a pretty nice mix. I can still taste it pretty good too, considering my condition right now. That is really tasty. I am digging that. And I think the fact that it's zero sugar, the sweetness may be a little bit more elevated because it's obviously engineered to be, a sugary type of drink, but 0 calories. So, but wow, that is a pretty sexy drink, I gotta say. For Dr. Pepper, I mean, I like Dr. Pepper, but it's not my all-time favorite. This is something I would probably have on occasion. Maybe something like with ice cream or a brownie, a piece of chocolate cake or something like that. Actually, I think chocolate cake, this would go pretty amazing. Sis, when I come over next, let's do some type of chocolate dessert, and we'll have it with this, because apparently my sister loaded up on this. She actually apparently likes it. So no biasness there whatsoever. She didn't tell me what it tastes like. But I'm glad that I actually waited to give this one a go, because I've had a couple of cans in my fridge and I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, I want to save this for the stream. So I like this. One more sip and we'll rate this one out. This is pretty good. Oh yeah, that is nice. That is nice. All right, guys. Dr. Pepper, strawberries and cream. I think I'm going to do a couple of snowmen with this one. We're going for an 8.8 out of 10. This is a very nice flavor, a nice hybrid mix of an engineered strawberry flavor. There's no juice in this whatsoever, I'm sure of it. But at the same time, it says it's natural and artificially flavored. The strawberry it's really, really pronounced. I really like this. It really tastes like I've bitten into like a freshly rinsed strawberry. You're getting that vibe. The frothy creaminess initially up front, especially when you're drinking right out of the can. And then you have the light backup of Dr. Pepper, which is really kind of the nice flavor coming up on the back end. And again, that zero sugar, I think, may make a little bit of a difference taste-wise, because they tend to be sweeter type of versions of the regular drinks they're trying to emulate. So yeah, this is definitely worth it. I see why this one's a little bit hard to find, because a lot of people are buying this. So absolutely would recommend giving this one a shot. Strawberries and cream, Dr. Pepper. It's a pretty banging situation. Wow. Yeah, that is tasty. I'm glad I've got 2 cans, sis. Thank you so much for that second one. All right. Good times across the board with that. So let's see. Ian K, is Dr. Pepper better than Coke Zero? No. I definitely am more used to Coke Zero right now, to be honest with you, the newer version of it there. It wasn't really kind of sitting well with me when I did the review again, when it was like the 3rd version, when I did it actually on the stream. But I do like it, actually. I've become accustomed to it because it's all that's available now. So it really is tasty. Yes, straight burp zone for sure, Spice. Dr. Pepper, it's a little bit more frothy, a little bit more involved with that. And yes, Drew, a lovely situation indeed. Dovetails nicely together. Dovetails, I know that's my word. Got to find a way to make a shirt out of that. We'll have to see. All right. So if you guys are ready for this next segment over here, before we, I'm going to keep going with this as much as I can. Nestor Gates, make an ice cream float out of that for the familia. Yes, I would recommend it. Honestly, I think it would go great with a piece of chocolate blackout cake, personally. I would definitely recommend that, to be honest. So I would really, actually, you know what? That sounds really good right now. And I don't have any chocolate cake right now either, but I'm gonna see what I can do with that. It's really, really good. So if you guys are ready for the next segment, give me a camera here in the chat. And let's, I'm going to give you guys something that you've been asking for, and this is either going to go very good or it's going to go very bad, but either way, it's going to be immortalized forever, and I know my mom will probably dig it. So you're very welcome for the review, Mr. Young. Thank you, or Mrs. Young. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Blakey, we got the camera. We got Wade. All right, we got cameras in effect over here as well. It is jumping in here. Missy Smith is popping off too. Mars, we got ghosts in here. Very nice. Very, very nice. It is all going down. Tiffany Shields, thank you so much for jumping on. Okay, it's finally catching up. My chat software here, I got to see about getting a replacement. I really do. Man, you should do the chicken tenders from Jollibee. I'll take a look. I'll take a look at that, definitely. I think the last time when that first was coming out, it was very hard to get those. I think there was a spicy variant as well. So we'll have to see what I can do. But that would be cool. That would be cool. All right, so some of you guys asked me, thought it would be kind of cool to check out some pictures of when I was a kid, or just basically some younger pictures of myself. I don't know why I'm agreeing to do this, because I was thinking about this. When I went to a family get-together last Sunday, there was a whole bunch of pictures everybody was going through. My cousin was in town. We were having just a really good get-together. I hadn't seen people in a while. It was really, really fun. So my aunt was there. She was going off with all these pictures. You know, you got to take these with you, take some of these home. I was like, you know, and then my sister was like, yeah, weren't you guys on the stream? You were talking about people wanted to see pictures when you were a kid. I'm like, oh, do I really want to do this? So I figured, you know, just to kind of round out the night, I think I would just show you a few different versions of, I guess, myself. So you can see what I looked like back then. Yes, baby Peep from Drew. And ironically, that's where we're going to start. So there is E.K., a few months old. This was my mom put this one together here. There is me. Yes, ants do love pictures. And there is the sneaky Pete face that my mom loves to make some laughter about. But there is E.K. as a little pup from back in the day. And we'll just kind of jump around here. I've got a few different things I'm going to show you. I'm not going to bore you to death with all these pictures, but just a few different things. I'll have that focus in. I think that was like in 2nd or 3rd grade, maybe, give or take. You guys will be able to do this on the replay. This is my bigger stage, so to speak, the beginning. Yep. Freckles and all, crazy situation. This was an event that I went to. My uncle was very big on this duality type of photo of putting 1 and 1. This is way back in like the early mid 80s. Here is my uncle along with me. I was hosting something there. Let's see if I can try and focus. Trying to focus in there. It's trying to get us, you know, my camera, my focus needs focus, guys. There's a lot of white here, so it's actually kind of blowing it out. But that's my mom's brother, my uncle. Here is a younger picture of me with the moms. Mama Peeps. I don't know why I don't look very happy in this picture, but there you go. That is my mom. And here's where it gets a little interesting. Neri, E.K., A.K.A. Young Prince of the Drip. I appreciate the 420 donation. This actually, I think, was a trip I went on to Mexico, actually, when I came out to California, and I drove down to Mexico with my uncle, actually my dad and my grandfather. I don't know what I was rocking style-wise here, but it is what it is. But that was that. Here's another quick random one. I had very curly hair when I was a kid. And there I am. The button downs. Can't believe I'm doing this right now. Just a few more. I'm not going to bore you to death. There it is. That's when I discovered my love of cookies and candies and everything like that. I didn't drive Kevlar. I drove with my dad and my grandfather. This is where my height began to shoot up. This was, I want to say maybe like 15, 16-ish or so. I'm about 6'3", so that's where I went fishing. Way back. That's the little boy that loves cookies, Mr. Spice Squad. Yep. Few more here. Let's see if that focus needs focus. I don't know. Some of these I don't remember, some I do. There is my grandparents with the moms right there, and I'm wearing Batman. That was like in '89. I guess that's when Batman was gonna be coming out around there. The moms too, back in the day. This is me with my cousin Sam. I'm sitting there. This is from in Duarte, California, if you guys know the area. And just a couple more here. Another one of these duality pictures. Serious look. That's another little blend. And then finally, this is one of the last things I remember from New York, actually, before I moved out this way, roughly. Well, maybe a little bit before, a couple of years before that. But North Shore Day Camp back east is when I went to camp during the summer times. So that was that, and it was good times across the board. So absolutely some fun memories of some of that, just looking at it, of course. And it all began with, one more time, little Peep. And try and do it this way so it doesn't blow it out for you. So there you go. I do have pictures of my sister, but they are kind of buried. So these were kind of the quickie ones that were thrown together. So I will get some of those as well. And I will show you those on another stream right there. The baby looks nothing like you. It's from back then. Oh, good times, good times. Let's see. Ian T, why did you decide to move to the West Coast and what keeps you there? What keeps you here? Well, I was pretty much told I was coming out for the summer to visit my aunt, and then I was simply told I was staying and that my mom was going to be coming out as well, and my dad was already out here. We came out together, so it was kind of like a quick thing, and we decided to stay. So that's kind of what happened with that. I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to a lot of my friends back east, and I really regret a lot of that. Some of the people I did actually connect with later on in life, naturally, so that works out well. Larry Nguyen, no photos in college. Oh, I have those, trust me. If you want to see those, I'll save those for the next stream, and we'll take a look. But I have a few of those things I could show you for sure in there as well. But I wanted to show you, some of you guys were asking specifically about what I looked like when I was little. So that was the main reason. When I saw those pictures, I was like, okay, I'll take a few of those and we'll do this on the stream tonight. So definitely good times across the board with that as well. So very, very tasty. And speaking of tasty, I am so glad to have finally checked out Strawberries and Cream, zero sugar. This is a really nice flavor of Dr. Pepper. It really is. I really like that. The strawberry is nice. It's got a really nice flow to it. And it really is very, very nicely. Tony, now we know Ian that much better. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see here. Misty Smith is going down. Hey there, shaky, shaky, shaky is fun. Do I? Misty, I love when you're in the stream, man. I really do. I really do. It's always a good time. Drew, yes, we know we've got party pics and beer bash from college. Yeah, some of those are not meant for public consumption, so to speak. Let's see. Ian, we have to get you on our podcast. It's called Bad TV. We're big fans. I'd love to. I'd love to be on. That'd be awesome. Dylan, send me some direct contact info, and I'll reach out for sure. At Peep This Out Reviews on IG or on Twitter. You can even do at Peep This Out. All my handles are down below. I would love to talk with you guys. That'd be awesome. Anyone and everyone, I love speaking with and connecting with the community. If those would like to have me, I would be happy to engage. It would be a lot of fun there. But yes, good times, definitely good times there, guys. I have to admit. And again, it was a really great time seeing family that I hadn't seen in a while, and just to be out there to celebrate birthdays and be with family, because that's really what it counts. Especially after the last few years, as you guys know, it's been pretty rough for everybody for that. So we'll have to see. Larry Nguyen, what did you go to college for? Broadcast journalism, actually. And that's when I graduated in 2000. Worked on a few movie sets and TV shows and things like that, but also worked for a telecommunications company for about 17 years during that time. But I interned in the marketing department primarily, but I've always had a passion for being journalism, broadcasting, stuff like that. So in a way, that's kind of like my unofficial way of doing that now for what I like to do on my channel. And having fun with it. So I have a lot of good times, naturally, being creative, as I think you guys know, and just giving you my viewpoint on what it is, and really having a lot of fun with you guys. And of course, these live streams are absolutely on there as well too, there for sure. Trying to stay dry, official channel of the Frog Mafia. I love that handle. Definitely trying to. It's raining currently right now, and it's been like this all day, and it's very cold. So that's why I'm all kind of bundled up right now at the same time. So it's not helping that I'm not feeling well on top of it, but it's making me feel better because I'm here with you guys doing this right now as well. It's taking my mind off it somewhat as well too. Robert Giles, what's on the culinary bucket list? To travel nationwide and visit some places that I have not gotten to. That's what I'd like to do. If I can somehow increase my Patreon subscribers, as well as doing some type of things like that to help increase it and make it easier to do that, I would love to do that, because these things are not free, naturally. So I'd love to be able to do those types of things. So if you guys are interested in that, by all means, definitely consider those things down below in the description box of the first pinned comment. But that's what I would love to do. I'd love to get to places, not just the fast food things that I like to do, but doing the food truck stuff, other types of local things as well, in places that are abroad, things that I would really love to go, and as well as meet some of you guys. That would be a blast to do as well too. So that is the plan. For sure. Kevlar, if you come to Nashville, try hot chicken, you will increase your subscriber count. Well, I would like to do that. Trust me. I would like to do that. It's all about trying to increase it there. As we're approaching 40,000 subscribers, guys, I think we're about 200 and 15 or 14, I think it was, something like that. A little less than 200, a little above 200 until we hit the 40K mark. And then naturally, I'd like to do something once we hit that mark, obviously. So that's the goal, is definitely do that as well too. So we'll have to see there. Carl Broussard, if you're sick, you should have canceled tonight's stream. Believe me, I thought about it, but unless it's absolutely necessary, I said, you know what, let me come on over and see how far I can get into this. I'm kind of shooting for the half-hour mark, which I'm just over now. So I'll start winding it down in just a bit here, and I'll put this together. Right after this, I'm going to take a hot shower, and I'm going to basically just kind of crash on the couch and just kind of try and relax for the rest of the evening. So that is my plan for tonight anyway. Drew, you still have your mouse ears? Yes, I do. They're around here somewhere, actually, but I do have them. I definitely do have them for sure. Especially when I went to Disney with the wifey. I haven't actually worn ears at Disneyland in a few years, but I do have the ones that I have since that time. Let's see here. Let's see. Subway 40K review from Drew. Oh, I'll consider that, Drew. I'll consider it. I'd much rather save that for 50 because I think that just sounds better. But we'll see. We'll see. Russ, speaking of telecommunications, does anyone remember Singular Wireless? Of course. Singular PCS became Pac-Bell PCS was Singular. That's when I was doing all that stuff back then. I miss how simple life was back then. Yeah, before all the internet, and naturally when they were advertising text-only internet, no visual in terms of like graphics. It was all getting your email on a mobile phone, and that was exciting. I remember all that stuff. Tiffany Shields, did you get snow? Yes, actually. Not locally here in Pasadena, no, it's all rain. But the mountains, absolutely, you can see it. And definitely the Hollywood sign in a few places, actually further into the Inland Empire, got it as well. So it's been pretty wild here in terms of just the weather there. The first time, like I said, we've had like a blizzard warning since 1989, which is crazy to think about. Let's see. Let's see. Michael Domeyer, I take rain over ice. Absolutely. We had about half of ice fall yesterday night in Detroit. A lot of people are without power and have power. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, it is no joke right now. You know, considering this is the 21st century, we're still running off of technology from the early 1900s or late 1800s in terms of the way this stuff is done. So we need some form of innovation to really kind of progress it further. We have all this advanced tech that's running off of, you know, plugging in 2 copper prongs into a wall, you know, for electricity when there's so many other ways to do these things now. I'll have to see. Larry Nguyen, did you go to USC? No, I went to Cal Poly Pomona, Polytechnic University, without a doubt. Oh, my chat is jumping up over here. Let's see here. More successful brother, Zachary Klein. I can tell if Hollywood sign has snow. Yeah, that's funny, Zach. How could you tell if the Hollywood sign has snow? It's white. That's true. But around it, you'll see that there's snowfall. So that's how the Hollywood sign has snow. But you already know what it is. You already know. Zachary Belcher, did you know Scarecrow has a gun in The Wizard of Oz? I did not know that. How is that? I haven't watched that movie in years, but tell me how that's possible, believe it or not. Missy Smith, are you having a great time on tonight's stream, everybody? I hope you guys are. I'm doing what I can for you tonight, of course. Mars, if I consider reviewing movies again, I've thought about that back and forth. There was a lot of fun putting some of those early ones together while I was getting my feet wet there. I'm not against the idea of it, but I'd like to kind of more chat about it with you guys, usually directly on live or maybe even podcasting style, possibly. Maybe that would be something kind of fun to try. But I'm not against that at all, naturally there. I just love the creation of food review content, in addition to live streaming and some other things that are coming up as well. Tony Montana, got a chance to try the new Jack in the Box Red Bull Infusion. Thought it was good, but nothing great or unique. Exactly. That was one of the reasons that did not interest me at all. Plus, they're $5 a pop if you want one of those. And I'm like, I'm not that serious about having a drink like that for $5. It's not worth it, for sure. Min, yes, tried the new KFC wrap. Yes. Solid. Give it a 8 out of 10 for the Chicken Little. And the Chicken Little is 7 out of 10. Very nice. I would take the wrap over the Chicken Little any day. I really would. Let's see here. Let's see. Blakey, is there anything you don't love that would be more interesting? Well, if something isn't made correctly or if it doesn't taste right, of course I'm going to convey that. But 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a protein, a carb, a cheese, and a sauce. And 9 times out of 10, that's still going to be pretty tasty. But the rating is going to vary a little bit there. You're going to get a little bit of a little variation there. So that's the main reason for that there. I'm not trying to be quote unquote edgy by just smashing something just to smash it for the sake of smashing. I'm giving you guys my breakdown of what I think it tastes like and what you guys want to see what it looks like. And that's the main thing with that too there. So I try not to take it too seriously, to be honest there. And besides, ratings are arbitrary at the same time. Everyone's got their opinion. Let's see. No, if anyone needed a gun, it's Dorothy. Dangerous for her in a foreign land. Oh, it's too much. Yes, Tony, fast food is getting expensive. Absolutely, it's getting expensive. It continues to go up. It's really more of the 2 for $5, 2 for $6, 2 for $7 now. Even that is still getting up there. So we'll have to see. Okay, Drew got 2 of the, okay, both of the infusions, and the purple one is best. They look cool. They look cool, but like I said, it's not worth the 5 bones just because of the name, the Red Bull name, honestly. At least my opinion, anyway. Let's see here. Doybird, have you ever eaten a bug? Not that I'm aware of, but then again, I think we all have. I think at some point during your lifetime, you probably have eaten a spider or a few things while you sleep, believe it or not. Kind of a nasty thought to think about. Sorry to freak anybody out there, but you don't know what goes on when you're sleeping. So who knows? Did not know Larry is called Larry Wood, ironically. That's cool. David Brooks, did you hear about the new Mountain Dew flavors for this summer? Not yet, actually. I have to take a look at a few things in my inbox, but I'll take a look and see if there's nothing that I've seen reported personally with that. But I wouldn't be surprised. I'd like to try some of the alcoholic ones. Would be kind of cool to kind of see there. I haven't been able to find any of those either there. Let's see. Contrail, I'm going to be in Santa Monica next month. Any food recommendations? Wow. I'd recommend hitting up the 3rd Street area, 3rd Street Promenade. Going down by the pier naturally. There's a lot of places there. Nothing that I can think of offhand that jumps out, but that is the spot where a lot of things are clustered together. So you'll find a lot of good tasty things to give a shot at over there for sure. I'm trying to think if there was a steakhouse that I went to a while back with the wifey that I can't remember the name of it there, but it's a popular one. If you just ask somebody generally, what's the most popular steakhouse in that area right there, they'll probably tell you what it is, because I know that's how we found it actually. But I would recommend definitely just hitting that area. You'll find a lot to try. Definitely have a lot to try. All right, guys, let me see here. The last few things. The new flavors are guava and bomb pop. Oh, how cool. Okay, very cool. That sounds interesting. Very interesting. You should review the Ripple Mints infused taco situation. Definitely we'll have to see about the guava and the bomb pop. That sounds pretty awesome. I have to admit, that sounds pretty awesome. Let's see. Riley, do you like doing videos or live streams more? Live streams are easier, believe it or not. There's more technically involved because I have to manipulate a lot of different things that I'm doing here to make it run smooth. But at the end of the day, there's no editing that you have to do. What you see is what you get. And then it's basically just dressing it up and repackaging it and putting it out there with a thumbnail. So I think live streaming is definitely fun. And I do like it, but there's something about the content creative process of going through the motions of making a piece of content from nothing. Which I like. So technically that's what I'm doing here, but there's very little work involved on the technical end afterwards. But I'd have to say, I think it's a little mix of, I would want to say maybe live streaming, we'll say 60-40. 60% live streaming, 40% structured content, because obviously structured content for me takes a little time to make each of the videos. And I never phone it in, as you guys know. I'm always putting it out there and putting my best foot forward. I try to give you the footage you deserve and the breakdown I think you need, is the way I like to put it there, because I definitely, I love showing what I'm going to be reviewing, and to give you guys those feels when you're watching it late at night. You're like, God, I got to get there the next day, and definitely try what he's trying, because I think it looks pretty good. Misty, take me back. Koala, Jack, take me back. He lives somewhere out, and he lives somewhere out on the track, Jack. So take me, Koala, back. Misty is on it. That is so awesome. Yes, Larry, of course. I've heard of a game called Rampage, including that Boo Boo movie that The Rock put out, which was just a throwaway flick. But I love the original Rampage, absolutely. Haven't seen Ant-Man 3 yet. I haven't had a chance to get out there considering I haven't been feeling great. So I will be giving that a shot as soon as I get a chance to. I do plan on that for sure. So guys, let me just take a quick moment to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight. I've tried to stretch this as far as I can here. I think I did pretty well at 8:45, even when I came on at about 10 till. So we're doing good for about the hour here currently right now. But I'm glad to actually have been on here right now. Nick Manzioni, Nick, what is going on, brother? Great to see you on here. Yes, it has been a while. It's been longer than a while, a minute plus a while. I hope you're doing all good. I don't know if you're still over at Disney in Florida or what you may be up to. It's been a minute for sure. But thanks so much for jumping on, Nick Manzioni. Great to see you, my friend. Absolutely. I'm glad you're here in the chat. Immortalized as well, too, here, which is pretty awesome. So really, really good stuff here. So, but guys, back to it. Thank you so much for jumping on. Like I said, you do have choices when it comes to content, and that, thankfully, I'm glad. I should say I'm very grateful that you guys are considering my channel one of your pieces of content to check out. Naturally, as most of us are trapped in our places here right now because of the storm here in Southern California and on the West Coast in general. So for everyone who's having a problem with weather, definitely just stay safe, get through it. We'll all get through together, and we'll be that much better for it there. If anything, we'll have some interesting stories to tell because of how crazy the weather has been, especially here in Southern Cali right now. Weather haven't seen like this in a very long time. The Hills, what's going on? Thanks so much for jumping on. It's great to see all of you guys in here as well too, as my voice is beginning to go. But great to see everyone here again. Like I said, thank you so much for jumping on. This live stream is going to be up as a replay for you guys on Sunday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Do look for it then. Drop some comments down below. Let me know what you'd like to possibly see on future streams, different things that you'd like me to maybe do for you. At the same time, what you may be thinking of the new format for the current videos that you guys have seen with the different intros. Cheaters Camp stuff is coming, as well as drive-through stuff as well as on top of that. And we'll just go with it. But guys, it is great to have been on here with you tonight, checking out the one and only, finally, thanks to mi familia, my amazing sister from another mister, Strawberries and Cream, Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. Let me go for one more hit of this real fast. This is really good. You may want to just round up that 8.8 to a 9 because I really like the flavor of this. It's really pretty tasty. And actually, kind of a fitting thing for around Valentine's Day, I guess, which is I'm a little late to the party with that. But still very, very tasty. I appreciate all the well wishes from all of you guys. Thank you so much. And again, good times across the board. Skeletor, behave. It is all good. Definitely going to be taking my meds, Drew. Thank you so much. Shout outs to Scott Messerschmidt for recovering for an updated pacemaker. Welcome to the Bluetooth band, so to speak, which is awesome. Contrail, yes, trust me. I know, yes, I love when you ask the drive-thru workers to peep this out. You should bring that back. Not to worry, not to worry. A lot of that is strictly because of the way the conditions have been just with wearing face masks in general and stuff like, you know, that I'd like to do and get out there for you. So naturally, it'll be coming back a little bit more frequently, that you'll see some of that stuff there for sure. Which, by the way, again, let me shout out all of you guys for hitting up my merch shop and using that PEEP20 code. There's been a little bit of a spike there, and you guys are definitely digging some of the new stuff. I've got this new knit hat that you're going to see in some of my future reviews that you guys are already picking up already there. It's kind of like my beanie cap with my logo on the front of it. I've got one for the moms actually as well, so I can't wait to deliver that for her. So hopefully you guys are digging that as well. But to anyone who's purchased anything from those shops there, thank you so much in advance. It always goes right back into the channel, and it's just putting out more content for you guys, and that's the goal. So it's a very roundabout way, and everybody just working together, and I love doing it. So good times across the board for all of you guys as we lead into this weekend. So stay safe, and stay dry, stay warm, and of course, stay frosty at the same time. So with that, I'm going to close it out right now. This is E&K officially closing out the live stream for February 24th, 2023. And like I always say, I've got brand new content every single week here on my channel. So why you stay tuned for the next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. Well, I got to tell you guys, doing a live stream kind of blitzed on cough medicine, drinking strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper, I could think of much better ways or things that are a lot less invasive, so to speak, in terms of me doing what I'm doing to try and have a good Friday night. But being here with you guys is making my Friday night. So I hope that didn't seem like a ramble, because I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. Tony Montana, do you think you'll be reviewing the new spicy triple cheese? Already did them. It's actually up in the community tab when I reviewed them the first time. Take a look at that there. I always usually repost some of those things. There's a lot of redo that's out right now. So a lot of it is something that I've always seen, and I'm not going to make just another video of the same exact thing because, you know, I know it's a whole thing for views and that type of thing, but it's there, and those videos still continue to do really, really well. So it's there for you. Do take a look. I've done both versions of that. There was a live stream version, I believe, as well as the actual version of them. I think that may have been one of the drive-through sequences that we did on live stream for one of them, which was a really fun thing to do. So ABen113, thanks so much for jumping on. I'm going to be jumping off right now because my voice is pretty much shot right now. I can feel it. So I'm going to actually end this one here. But again, do watch for the replay. Sunday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll be back to our regular schedule for this coming week, and some fun stuff to finally unveil that you've been asking for. It should be a lot of fun at the same time. So thank you so much for jumping on again. Great to be here. Everybody who's contributed naturally on anything on PayPal, I won't know till after the fact, but you guys will be down below in the description box, along with all the amazing super chatters down below as well. And again, shout outs to everybody who's done that. In no specific order, we've got E. Noel, Funky Fresh, Nayray 255, Gross Dude, John Hendren, Bus 7332. You guys already know what it is. And thank you for being here. It means the world to me, guys. Thank you so much. I love doing this stuff. And it's definitely awesome. ABen113, I can rewatch after the stream and before re-upload. Well, I'm going to be here in the chat until it ends, but if you wanted to probably click on it afterwards, maybe for like maybe 5 minutes or so after, you can probably redo it and let it run, because then it goes into private mode. So I usually let it hang for about a minute or two, but I'll wait about 5 minutes or so if you guys want to watch it just, you know, raw as it is. So good times, stay warm, stay frosty, and I think I'm going to be jumping on over here. Blakey, thanks so much. I appreciate you jumping on along with CNN. And Fox, you already know what it is. All right, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for jumping in, and I will catch you in the next review. More good stuff like every single week, like I always say. And again, thank you. You guys make the world go round. Air hearts to everybody. Misty Smith, you already know what it is. All the amazing mods. Freddie Foodie King, if you're still here as well. Ed Keaton doing it big. Spice Squad, along with Blakey doing his thing also in the chat over here. And Nestor Gates. Who else do we have? Robert Giles, Michael Domayer, Scott Messerschmidt, we mentioned already too. John Mooney as well. Ed Keaton, Zachary Belcher, Tony Montana. It just goes on and on. Misty Smith as well. Always on one, but in a very positive way. You guys all rock. So I'm going to be here in the chat for about a minute or so till after it ends. And once it does end, and about 5 minutes later, the video goes into private. So if you guys want to rewatch it immediately without anything else, you'll be able to do that for about 5 minutes or so. And then the replay will be up Sunday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So shout outs to all you amazing peeps. And with that, I'll be here in the chat for about a minute or so. So stay, like I said, stay dry, stay warm, stay frosty, and stay cool. Well, if you're staying warm, still stay cool. I'm out. It's cough medicine. I love you guys. All right, that's it. Peace.